If you are over 75 and believe your daily walk is protecting your future, you are falling for a dangerous statistical illusion. The raw data is brutal. 99% of seniors who rely solely on walking continue to lose the specific type of power that prevents a nursing home admission. You aren't just walking, you are slowly losing the ability to save your own life. Today, we are looking at the cold, hard analytics of joint failure and the 5 movements that actually move the needle on your survival score. The numbers don't lie. Between ages 70 and 80, the average person loses up to 40% of their fast-twitch muscle fibers. These aren't the fibers you use for a leisurely stroll. These are the emergency fibers that fire when you trip on a rug or slip on a wet floor. Walking uses almost 0 of them. Think of a person who never drives their car over 20 miles per hour. The engine feels safe and well maintained until the one moment they need to merge onto a highway. The engine stalls because it hasn't been tested at high capacity. In biomechanics, we call this functional stagnation. You are moving, but you aren't preparing. But there's a specific number, a vital sign, that doctors often ignore, but insurance companies use to calculate your life expectancy. We'll reveal that metric at number 3. Analytics show that upper body strength is the secret predictor of whether you can recover after a fall. Most seniors have walking legs but fragile arms. If you fall, your legs aren't what catch you. Your arms are. If you cannot perform a controlled wall push-up, you have no exit strategy for a crisis. When you do these, don't just push. Count to 4 on the way down. This creates time under tension. It forces your nervous system to stay awake. Without this, you are essentially a pillar on a foundation of sand. Data from the University of Pittsburgh found that calf strength is the single best predictor of walking speed. But walking alone doesn't build calves. It wears them down. If you aren't doing heel raises, you are losing your body's shock absorbers. Imagine a woman named Sarah. She walked 5 miles a day and felt invincible. But because she never trained her calves, her proprioceptors, the tiny sensors in her feet that tell the brain where the ground is, went dark. She didn't fall because she was tired. She fell because her brain literally lost the GPS coordinates of her ankles. You might feel steady now, but there is a blindfold test you can do in 10 seconds to see if your brain is already losing touch with your feet. I'll show you how to do it in the next segment. This is where the analytics get scary. Medicare data shows that seniors who can't hold a single leg stand for 10 seconds have a 76% higher hospital admission rate than those who can. Walking is a rhythmic, predictable movement. Life, however, is chaotic. When you stand on one leg, you are forcing your stabilizer muscles to wake up. These are the muscles that stay dormant during your 10,000 steps, but are the only things standing between you and a broken hip. To pass the test, don't just stand there. Focus your eyes on a single point. If you wobble, that is your brain rewiring its balance centers. That wobble is progress. We are seconds away from the number 1 movement. The one exercise that Stanford researchers found produced a 61% drop in fall risk. But first, we have to talk about why gentle movement is actually a trap. Here is the most dangerous statistic in aging. You lose power, the ability to move quickly, 3 times faster than you lose pure strength. This is why seniors struggle to get out of low chairs or cars. You don't need a gym. You need intent. This is the Henry Protocol. Henry was 80 and struggled to stand up. He started doing chair squats, but with a twist. He lowered himself slowly for 3 seconds, then stood up as fast as he safely could. This explosive move triggers the release of growth hormones that walking never touches. It tells your body, we still need to be powerful. The analytics are conclusive. Step-ups are the holy grail of senior health. When researchers at Stanford tested 47 different movements, this produced the highest functional capacity scores ever recorded in a population over 75. It's a supercharged version of climbing stairs. By driving your opposite knee up at the top, you are training strength, balance, and coordination simultaneously. You are telling your nervous system to coordinate the hip, the knee, and the brain as one unit. A 12-week study of adults aged 75 to 92 found that those who practiced step-ups didn't just walk better, they reported getting their lives back. They could climb stairs without the handrail. But there is a catch. If you do this movement with the wrong posture, you are actually grinding your joints down. Here is the 1-inch alignment hack to keep it safe.